Hello, I'm Caleb, and I'm doing a response to the grinder safety and grinder videos for Intro to Aviation 1. So first off, we're going to talk about grinder safety. That includes wearing appropriate clothing that is not flammables, which usually contains polyester. Usually cotton is clothing that you want to wear. Other things that you do want to do is have appropriate safety gear, usually uh, breathing masks so that you can help breathe better, as well as iPro, because certain metals, especially non-ferrous metals, are very dangerous to the lungs and can cause irritation, and your body's not able to process it, thus causing you an inability to breathe. Other things that you want to take care of is making sure you're wearing clothes that fit well and form to your body so that you don't have anything that catches and then pulls a limb and then injures you. There is a controversy, though, for me, where I've seen guys wear gloves and not wear gloves for grinder stuff, especially with my dad. I've seen from his personal experience being a doctor, usually metal cutting stuff is actually very, very docile compared to carpentry stuff, which tends to cut well into flesh. But long story short, I'm more prone to not wear gloves, especially around grinding, because if you're wearing gloves, that can cause actually your glove to get caught and then pull your rest of your hand and actually wrap your fingers up and actually end up mangling your fingers. So I'm more against gloves, though. I would say if you do wear gloves, wear very thin, well-fitting gloves, because you don't want them to catch and pull your hands in towards the machine, which is actually worse. Um, there's that. Next is in response to the videos. So another thing is for grinding drill bits. You want to keep either 135 or 118 angle on the bit, so that then you can material away. So usually for 135 is grinding non-ferrous metals or harder steel, whereas the 118 degrees for a drill bit is for more general purpose, such as like stuff that you normally do around the house. Then also another response to the guy talking about the axe. It was very appropriate. You make sure you got. It was a really good tip I found was making sure there's no cracks in the grinding disc. If there's cracks in it, it won't ring. It will ring if it has no cracks. Was actually a pretty cool telltale sign. And I've seen that actually with brake rotors before. If they're cracked, they won't ring, and it makes a weird like clunk noise almost. And then another thing was like the guy talking about the axe. He also mentioned you don't keeping the temper of the steel. That's actually a really big point, and I very much agreed with that, because steels have different tempers that allow them to be actually, the hotter the steel you get and the more you let it cook in the metal or in the oven, the more brittle it becomes. It allows the atoms to align, which then crystallize, create a very, very rigid and strong crystallized structure. And so with steel, you want soft and hard points on the different parts of the axe. Long story short, it was very smart to keep the material cool so that you don't ruin the temper, because if you ruin the temper, you're going to lose the ability or certain strengths of the steel that you need to be able to work with to produce the product that you're wanting. Overall, that's my take on these safety videos. Thank you.